Hey guys, today we've been working a lot of counter hits using knees and using the knees as a building block. And so there's like different levels of skill, and people always think like being a good martial artist is how fast or how hard you hit. No, that's relative. It's about how you answer the call. So in other words, if I give a question in the game of Jeopardy, whoever buzzes in the quickest will get an answer correctly, will get the point. So it's not about how fast you throw the hit, it's about how you recognize what's going on. Okay, so what I mean by this is, let's just say he throws a jab cross, I catch, and then I throw my knees. Now the problem, okay, so watch what I'm going to have to hit. 1, 2, and then I throw my knees. Boom, okay, and now notice what he did, he blocked it and stuff, because he had time to see it. Okay, so one more time. 1, 2, boom. Now the problem with that is this, what happened, if you just practice that, what happened on the day of the fight? What will happen? Will my knee land or not land?
It's probably not going to land.
It's not going to land, because it's called tit for tat, okay? So he hit me, pop, and I tag him, okay? So what you need to do is you need to interject his movement. So as he's doing it, boom, boom, then I do it, okay? So you need to start doing stuff like that. And so first level skill set is addressing the issue. All right, go ahead. I address the issue, I might throw my knees with proper form, and it's not connecting. And he's blocking it, you think we're stud, because he's blocking it with my knee. But on the day of the fight, no one's going to answer each other's, no one's going to beat each other up. It is the guy who's more aggressive. And your first couple of Thai boxing fight, MMA fight, what happened? It was just a slugfest. And two guys hugging each other because both guys are neutralizing each other. So what happened is both guys are neutralizing each other not based on technique. So therefore, it escalates to the next level, which is physicality. Right? And that's why you see a lot of clinching, hugging, guys just flailing their arm. Right? And so if you're like an amateur level, you want to avoid that, or you want to understand that and short circuit that as soon as you can. So how do we short circuit that? As he's coming, as he's doing his thing, I need to do my thing. Okay? And preferably at the same time, or he gets off the starting block, I chase him right off the starting block. So a good example is this. He throws the jab. Boom, he throws the cross. I block it. I come right in and I throw my knees. I don't do this. Okay, then I throw my knees. Because what he might do is, let's just say my knee is bad or I'm scared and I throw my knees from up here. He'll just overhand bomb me. Okay, go ahead. I get scared, boom, I get knocked down. Okay, he will actually step in and overhand bomb me, actually. Okay, not too hard. Boom, and you get knocked down. Okay, so we gave him, that's my fault for giving him that window. Instead, go ahead. Now he tries to overbomb me. He can't. Not enough time for him. Okay? So I want you guys to understand that issue. Okay, so what we worked on was we worked on basic technique. Okay, that's without a partner. And when you do shadow boxing and stuff, unless you're very creative or very visual, you want to visualize self being offensive. Second skill set, counter-offensive and defensive. Okay, so my students, they were walking down the mat, and the first warm-up they did was jab, cross, step in, knee. So that's basic Muay Thai or Thai boxing, okay? So jab, cross, step in, knee, okay? So one more time. So this is very static fighting, okay? I punch him in the face, and I throw knees. Okay, now the chance of that landing, how come that's hard to land?
Oh, it's both going at it.
Okay, but it's also very predictable. If both guys do Thai boxing, we're taught these type of moves from day one, or the first month of training. So first month of training is 1, 2, knee. And what he'll do is he'll pass the knee, he'll check it, he'll get out of the way. Okay, so one more time. So this is first month of Thai boxing training. Okay? And we do it back and forth, we're like stud, and then on the day of the fight, none of this move happens. If we really want that knee, we need to bridge that distance, we need to put pressure on him. So that's the first skill set. Second skill set is 1, 2, push kick. He might defend that push kick, or he might get hit with it. Boom, and now my knee comes in. Okay, so one more time. Boom. Okay, again. so you see how it's getting more complicated? But notice the push kick, our intention of the push kick was to land, but if it didn't land, we had a follow-up, which was the knee. So what you need to do now is you need to think about hiding your weapon, hiding your intention, okay? So there was a story, I'll tell a story, okay? So there was like a spirited fox, and he could sense this hunter, okay? So this hunter sees the fox, he's a spirited animal, and the hunter throws an axe or spear at it, and the fox will always disappear and run away. And he knows the hunter's mind because he can read his mind. He's a spirited animal. So he kept on trying week after week. One day the hunter got really frustrated because, screw this. Okay, he was chopping wood one day, and the axe, the metal part of the axe, what's that called? The head, the axe head, fell off, and it started spinning, and it killed that fox. You guys get what I'm saying? So he had no intention of killing that fox. He saw the fox, he's like, I'm going to kill it. Instead, he was like chopping wood. He's like, I'm going to ignore you. I can never get you. And then the axe head fell off and flew and hit the fox. Okay, so it's almost Zen-like. If you train with really, really old masters, like one of my masters is Master Fred Garcia. He's not really my master. He's like my mentor. And he talks about intention. Okay, intention is very important. And what happened is, first skill set, you gotta have good intention. So in Judo, for example, if you do a throw and you don't really threaten him with that throw, and the guy's more skilled than you, he'll just ignore your throw and throw you. So you need to threaten him with your throw, and then you can counter attack, and then you can add more elements to it. Okay? So our intention right now is not the knee. It's not the push kick. Okay? So we go 1, 2, here, okay, and then knee. Alright, so you gotta add that intention in. Okay, another intention is this. He throws the jab across, he might throw the jab, I might slip it. He might throw the jab, I might parry it out of the way. He might throw the jab, and I might slip. Okay? So he throws the jab now, okay, and we understand that movement. Okay? So let's go back a little bit. Right here. He throws the jab and we get out of the way. Boom. He throws the jab, boom, boom, roundhouse kick. Okay, so what happened is you need to train it like a pyramid. First skill set is to catch. Second skill set is to parry down, or parry across. Third skill set is to slip. Okay, slip and parry at the same time. Okay, just in case my slipping skill is not very good. Higher skill set is not to use my hand. Go ahead. Boom. Okay, very hard to do. Boom, throw that cross. Boom. Okay, very hard to do. Okay, unless you're really skilled or you have lots of training. Okay, so my recommendation is to use your hand. Go ahead for that jab. Boom. Boom for that cross. Boom. Okay? But if you're really skilled, like Mayweather, he'll step like this. I'm not Mayweather, so I can't do that. Okay, once you master that down, we're going to add the next component. He throws that jab. Boom. We let him throw that jab. He throws that cross. When he throws that jab again, boom. Okay? We want to kick it as that jab's coming. Go ahead. Boom. Okay. Boom. Now notice I'm blocking it differently. I'm reaching up for it. You can do it that way, or go ahead. Boom. Or you can combine it. Boom. Okay? Now he's turning his body. What if he doesn't turn his body? He just hits like this. Go ahead. Now if he hits like that and I kick him, it's going to be parallel to his body. Okay? So what we need to do is turn it so it's 90 degrees to him. Go ahead. So my toe is going to, my foot's going to come in like a hammer. Okay, so one more time. Boom, like that. You okay? So I block. Okay, I slip. That's the first skill set. Second skill set. Okay? So very important to understand the progression. Understand that the bread and butter move you got to have. Once you have the bread and butter move, you got to add in synchronicity. Both guys doing it at the same time. You just happen to kind of like weasel your movement in. And then third pointers I want to give is intention. Okay, you got to hide your intention. Okay, so what I mean by this, we'll review again. I'll throw a jab, cross, knee. Is this easy to read? Very easy to read, right? You know that what else can I throw? Okay, jab, cross, push kick. Very easy to read. You learn that in the first month. But then if you don't evolve after that, you're going to be a level, like a very low level fighter. Everyone got that? So now we're going to make it harder. Jab, cross. I throw my knees, and he brings his hand down. Boom. He higher intention. Everyone got that? So one more time. So let's just say at the day of fight, he's not properly trained or he's scared. He doesn't have good control of his mind. He mentally breaks down. And a good coach or a good fighter have to understand to mentally break people down and mentally not break down. Okay, so let's just say at the day of the fight, I'm hitting him, and hit him his body, he drops his hand. Just like do crazy drop. Yeah, just like, okay, like, for example, a good example is you kick him in the stomach, he gets so scared, they'll go like this. Like that, okay? So let's just say, drop his hand like that, okay? So like this, he drops his hand again, boom! Okay, we hide our intention. So what you want to do is, you want to watch and see how they, not the way they move, but their intention. And you need a good eye for that, and you need to read people very well, okay? Or you need someone very experienced to help you read them, show you what kind of intention they have. And a good fighter, as they fight, you may watch your opponent's fight tape, but on the day of the fight, they might react to you very differently. Maybe they're not intimidated by you, maybe the reach is a little bit different, or maybe your style is very different than their style, the guys that they fought before. So during the fight, you have to be like as a robot, a cyborg, and quickly adapt, okay? But if you take what I have said in mind, which is intention, hiding your movement, synchronicity, you put all those things in play, you will slowly edge him out. And if he mentally breaks down, because you're putting these things in play, it's going to be a long night for him and a short night for you, okay? So what else did we work on? We worked on the slip. We worked on the slip in the roundhouse kick. We worked on, what else did we work on?
The knee and stepping in.
The what?
The knees and stepping in. Far right stepping in.
Oh, far right stepping knee. Okay, this one's kind of scary to do, but it's great against someone you mentally break down. So you wouldn't do that in the beginning of the fight. You want to do it maybe the second or third round, or maybe close to the end of the round when you have better cardio, or when he's just mentally fatigued. And what I mean is this. So we throw a jab, we throw a cross, and then we step in and knee. But let's just say he's scared. He's a scary fighter. He likes to flight. Okay, he likes to fly away. So we go 1, 2, he flies away. Boom. So I go in really fast. And you need to work stuff like that because you might pin him against the corner of the ring or against the cage. So as he backs up to the cage, you get him. So one more time. 1, 2, boom. I missed. Okay? 1, boom, like that. Everyone got that? Now notice when he gets pinned down, he's gonna have to either drop his hand or he has to somehow, he has nowhere to go. And that's when your elbow comes over. So one more time. 1, 2, come in. Boom. That's when the elbow comes over. Okay, so last time. So this move I will not do right off the bat, because if he sees it, he will hit you because you're moving too far away from him. So you're coming from too far. So let's just say I do this. Go ahead for that. Boom. Okay. So the rule of thumb is if there's too much displacement, your chance of getting connected is very high. So this is why martial art like Taekwondo do not do well in MMA, because the displacement is too high. For them to throw spinning back kicks and stuff, they need to be this far from each other. Okay. Now, guys like Wonderboy Steven, somehow they figure out how to use their long reach and bridging the gap really quick and getting you. They understand the displacement theory. Okay, so the rule of thumb is if you're displacing too far and you don't hide your intention, he will kill you. So here's an example. Go ahead. Boom. This is before I throw my knee. Boom. Okay. So what we do is let's just say we're beating him up. Pop, and he backs away. Boom. That's when I get him. Because his mind for a small window shut down. Okay, he's just backing away. Maybe he threw a little shot and we're trying to recover. Okay, so one more time. So right off the bat, let's just say we do this move over and over again. The fight, he's going to counter. Okay, so watch again. I come in, go ahead, counter. Boom. But let's just say we beat him up. Boom, he goes back. Boom, boom. Okay. All right, guys. What else did we work on?